Okay, never mind. Bad idea. I had a cup of coffee right next to me. I didn't realize how hot it was.
Wow.
Hello guys, what is up? I am Leandro121. And on that note, welcome to episode 6 of Haiku True Coffee Rush. That's a continuation of my Flash Friday series where I give you guys a blast from the past with games from the Flash. Last time, let me think. We finished at the beach, we entered the industry city, we got some locks, and that's probably about it. In this episode, we're going to finish up the industry city and move on to a brand new area as we're going to continue playing until that beautiful lady sings, if you know what I mean. If you guys are hyped for more Coffee Rush here on the channel, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more content if you're new, and ring the bell to find any alert on this channel. Last episode on the card, up here. Meanwhile, as I am recovering from a scalded tongue, I have a guest. Introduce yourself.
Hello, it's me, Celtis.
At the time of recording this, we're about to record our Emerald Soul Link, so you guys know when this is recorded.
Oh, it's been it's been fun.
Yep.
Also, I think at this point people are confused, but now they know what is coming up in November.
I'm sneaky at that.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, 201 coins, I think. Oh, actually I can buy more treats, yay. So let me do that. The Far Out Fruity Frappe. I like how it's fruity, but there's no fruit.
This is a really old Flash game, if I'm correct.
It is. Made by, of all things, Anarchy Productions.
Really?
4K, oh my goodness, the mouse getting higher. Oh,
and it's basically a match game.
yeah. So what do you think of coffee?
Coffee? Like, actual coffee?
Yeah, what do you think of coffee?
I only drink it when I really need to.
You don't actually like drink like gallons of it or something like that?
No, I don't. I'm more of a water guy.
Not coffee, coffee, coffee. Coffee is water and water and water, water.
Water and water and water, water, water.
we are memes here. Anyways, but what kind of coffee you usually drink if you were to have a shot?
I just have whatever I see on the menu and decide for it. That's literally it.
Nice. I'm delivering that guy his copy as soon as possible after I get that. What? Oh, keep again. I need to swap that one piece first, not the other one.
There's so many old Flash games that I remember. This is ironically not one of them.
I mean, we all have our Flash games I remember as a kid. There we go. With just 2 coffees, I'll take it. I need mojo, thank you. Oh shoot, I got the low satisfaction quote from that guy. Actually, I didn't realize. He just said, you want to go downtown. Actually, it's the first time I got in a low satisfaction customer.
Really?
So, oops. Yeah, it took me 6 episodes to finally get that.
I would have done it on episode 1.
How are you with match 3 games, actually? Now that you say that.
How am I what?
How are you with match 3 games?
I honestly don't remember them. I mean, I don't really play them, let me put it that way. So it's something that I just don't really play. The closest I've gotten so far, and I don't count it as a match 3 game, is I've been playing the Pokemon like Cafe remix on my phone recently.
I mean that one actually somewhat is like, oh, oops. Somewhat as a match 3 game to an extent.
It's very much it's a match game, but the thing is, it's not like a match 3 game where you have to match 3 symbols together. It's basically you just chain together as many Pokemon faces as possible. That's basically it. And the thing is, it's not stuck into this grid format like this. You can literally just have them push a bunch of things around. It is vastly different.
Also, you're not seeing this, but I'm eating a sandwich right now.
Nice.
So, and it's relevant because there's a sandwich available here. Look at that.
I see.
So, trying to fit it into the game, as you see, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just scrolling through lists of old Flash games right now. There was one Flash game that I never could finish, and I'm really upset about not being able to finish it.
What game?
You Only Live Once.
You Only Live Once? Oh.
It's a game that abused the browser, it abused cookies in browsers. Pretty much, you basically play like a traditional platformer game where the goal is to get to the end of a castle and, you know, save a character. It's a typical thing of like Mario saving Princess Peach and things like that. The problem is, if you die in the game, you only have one life when you play through the game.
Hence why you only live once.
Yes, and if you die, even if you reload the page, you can't start over.
Wow.
So it was literally, you could only have one attempt. It was such an interesting game, and I would abuse the fact that you could remove history and browser history and allow you to play it again. And I could just never beat it because it was so brutal.
Interesting? I thought I never heard of that game before, so that's an interesting concept on paper.
It's a hard game because practically everything can and will kill you in that game.
It's kind of like that mini adventure game on mobile that's like making people rage.
I don't think so. I think it's not as hard. The problem is you only get one attempt. That was always the big problem, because essentially you only get one try, and even if you could find a way of getting multiple tries, they're so far apart, and you basically just never have a chance of learning the level. I love Flash games that have those interesting themes.
Meanwhile, I just grew up with these kind of weird games from, I don't know, Yahoo or Shockwave.
The main website I always used playing Flash games, I think, was Congregate and Not Doppler.
Oh, I just realized something. I didn't even realize this till now, but regardless of how many of each of the treats you have used, they'll always restock to the max that you, bought. So I will always have 8 donuts, 6 cupcakes, 3 truffles at the start of every level. Huh. I guess that means I can abuse that to an extent then. I like how I said that as soon as you talk about cookie abusement.
Oh no, that's the thing. That's the thing I've learned. I played a ton of Flash games when I was younger. But that's the one thing that I learned when playing Flash games is you have to abuse literally everything you can find.
It's funny though, because like, there's cookie abusement and then there's coffee abusement.
Well, because the thing about Flash games is that, as fun as they are, they're all built poorly in some way or shape. They all have some glaring flaw.
And you can if you can find a way through that loophole, you can pretty much make yourself look like a god gamer, basically.
Pretty much. You can abuse it to the extreme. There are some that are really hard to do that with. For example, there's a game I remember playing when I first started playing Flash games, I remember seeing this game go around. Epic Battle Fantasy. It's basically a RPG game, and its name is specifically to make. Its name kind of is making fun of Final Fantasy.
I was about to say, yeah.
It had a bunch of references to other games and such, but the thing about it was really hard to beat. And it was one of the ones that I spent the longest time trying to figure out how to win. The main problem was you had to use the resources you had in the game, because it was pretty much you fought constantly. You just go through battle after battle after battle. There's no...
It's funny that you mentioned that now, about it, because it kind of reminds you of that Flash game, where you're matching, like, you know, weaponry items to fight against actually, no, you're matching characters to fight against an opponent, like castle or something like that. I remember playing that a lot as a kid. I just don't remember that game anymore, unfortunately.
Thankfully, the one I mentioned, Epic Battle Fantasy, you can actually still find the entire series of games out there.
Ah.
It's one of the few that you can actually find, because the creator specifically decided to keep their games updated.
You know who else has decided to port their games to Steam?
Who?
Matthias Skutnik, the creator of probably one of my favorite point-and-click game series. And for those wondering, it is going to be a future Let's Play now that I found out it's coming to Steam. The Submachine series.
Ooh. Is that...
Once originally a Flash series that was very popular. Now, I mean, ever since Flash got wiped out, let's just say he was kind of deflated. But now he's porting everything to Steam in a game called Submachine Legacy.
Out of curiosity, when you said it's a point-and-click, is it like a point-and-click adventure?
Sort of.
It's kind of in the realm of King's Quest, right?
I'm not too sure. I don't even know that game. How about that weird Stickman game or something like that? The one that was like quite meme-ish or something like that, I forgot.
Are you referring to Henry Stickmin?
Maybe?
Because that's more of a choose-your-own-adventure.
No, then no. I just know there is a Stickman game that was point-and-click as well. I just don't remember the name either. Man, I might have to do my research, honestly. Because I'm just remembering all these like games, but I just don't remember the names of them. And it's kind of killing me right now on the inside. Apart from the large dose of coffee that I took that was hot.
Let me see if I can find this game that you're specifically referring to.
Well, time to put my theory to the test as I continue matching. Now that I know that apparently treats are refillable.
Oh, let's see what it is.
Which one is it?
It's kind of a puzzle. It's kind of a puzzle game, right?
Maybe.
But it primarily goes through point-and-click adventure where it's a puzzle game. There's a lot of different games very similar to it that I would equate it to.
Sorry about that. People? I just blew my nose there. So do this. There we go. So basically I just maximized the satisfaction by doing this. So I guess I might as well just mention the reason why I didn't know you could like abuse treats like that was that I think in the Flash version, those treats were not refillable. I'm pretty sure. So I would just like every time try to conserve them on the Flash version, which was the demo version, but I didn't know that those were refillable in this end version.
That's possibly a problem with the port if that is different, or they could have intentionally made that change.
I mean, I think it's only like 7 levels you get to play. You just clear up the first area in the game, so maybe that's why.
That could be it. It's also possible that it was originally an intended mechanic, but the intended mechanic eventually just was broken and didn't work as intended.
Maybe. That's actually an interesting way to view it.
Think about it. If you release a game, a Flash game, you could technically update it, but updating a Flash game's not the easiest from what I understand.
Oh no, I assume they would have updated in the actual version.
So, what I'm saying is, updating the Flash version is difficult, from what I understand.
Can you actually do
So, I don't know, that's the problem. So, I'm assuming that...
I don't think so, that's why I was surprised about what you said, honestly.
Well, I'm saying if there's a problem when they released the Flash version, right? They couldn't fix it. So they would have fixed it in the actual release version. Which, if you're playing the actual release version, which is what you're saying you're playing.
No, I'm playing the full version on Steam.
Oh well, you're playing the full version on Steam, so my point still stands. They can update on Steam and fix it.
That's
so if there's a
true.
broken thing in the Flash version, it's not broken anymore.
Possible. I just didn't even think of it that way, honestly. Also, I actually was trying to grind for 20k, because I think $20,000 is possible in one level, but not for this time.
Yeah. I often think of things from how a game developer might be seeing things. It's because for years I've wanted to become a game developer myself. It's just hard to do.
Yeah.
It's why I was going to join the there was a game jam I was going to join at the end of September, but that got thrown out the window when a hurricane came and wrecked everything here.
Yeah. Also, yeah, my theory was correct. All my treats got restocked, so I can't abuse this.
Yep.
Final day in the industry city, by the way. After this one, we're done with this area. By the way, on the notes of match 3 games, have you played Bejeweled on like mobile?
I know about Bejeweled. I have not played it. I don't play a lot of mobile games. There's a couple I play, but they're very specific.
Wait, define specific.
Like, I look for specific things in mobile games. Like, the first thing of importance is, you know, I don't necessarily like gacha systems too much, because you know, of various reasons. But also on top of that, when I say specific as well, it also comes down to I will play random Flash games, or not Flash games, random mobile games, usually of the more RPG persuasion. Until I find one I like, and eventually find out I don't actually like it, and then leave it.
It's like oh, I don't know. It's like a critique.
It's very much a thing where I will play it until I search through them until I find one I like, play it for like a month, and then realize I don't actually like it anymore.
Is there one game that actually stuck with you more than any other RPG game?
So there's a couple that have. Let me actually grab my phone. There was. I don't know how to pronounce the name of it. It's a really bizarre name. It's not an RPG game per se. It's more of a 4X game, specifically what the genre is defined as. Which is basically Civilization. I don't know what 4X stands for. There's something about 4 different things that are in the game that the genre focuses on, and they all have the letter X in it, which is why it became known as 4X.
What are you talking about? Forex is what you use to trade. Wait, what?
It's not how
Sorry,
So-
I had to because it really sounded like Forex.
Well, okay, so I just looked it up. 4X is an abbreviation of Explore, Expand, Exploit, and Exterminate.
Okay.
It's a subgenre of strategy-based computer and board games.
I hit my super goal by just matching. Okay.
Yep. And I found one I like on my phone. I've also found a second one that I'm trying out now, but I'm not entirely certain on it yet. But I have found a couple of other, there's a couple of RPGs that I liked playing. I can't find some of them now. I don't know if they got taken
in a
off
world
the
like this,
store.
I don't blame you for having trouble.
Well, it's more of, I don't know if they got taken off like the Google Play Store or something.
I just realized also one Coffee Rush at maximum level of a sandwich can quickly make a sandwich. I don't know that. Also, I just now realized a bit of the pun that they go with when they say Coffee Rush, because it's a rush of like items coming in just from clicking it. I feel like soon enough though, once I get into the very high, like very max scale like coffee, it's gonna get very crazy.
So there was actually a couple other games that I remember playing extensively on my phone.
Oh.
But there was an irony with some of them. I mean, let me phrase it that way. One of the games I played a lot of was Pandemic.
Oh.
Or not Pandemic, Plague Inc. And it was ironic because I was playing that, I played it while I was in high school and such. Before the pandemic came into existence.
Yeah, I assume
was-
that game really had a bad rep after that happened.
Actually, it managed to do even better, and there's a reason why. One of the things that they decided to do was they actually, the dev team actually communicated with I think it was, I don't think it was the CDC, but they talked to experts when it comes to infectious diseases, and they created a cure mode in their game.
Ah, yeah. Oh wait, that's what created the cure mode?
Yeah, it was right after. I think they were debating it being in the works at the time when the pandemic started, but they really overhauled how they were handling it during that.
Understandably, considering that they were literally in the middle of a pandemic. So it's
I don't know if it was as a result of, or just pure coincidence, but they overhauled their entire appearance of it.
that would be hilarious if that was pure coincidence.
Well, because here's the thing, I stopped playing for a while, and then I came back around the time the pandemic hit. Like halfway through the first year of the pandemic, and I noticed they had a new mode. But it looked like it was still in process of being updated and fixed and worked upon.
Yeah, because all the bug fixes, all that stuff.
Yeah, so it was still in a work in progress, but they had released it at that point. Which is why I said it's so weird.
It's a dream come true.
Man, you see how fast the money drops down for the sergeant? It's ridiculous. His patience is so low. And that's for the higher rank coffees with those wondering. That's why the money seems as though it's like draining like the Dickens.
I don't think there was any others I actually seriously played.
Any like games that like train your brain that you played before? Like
The closest.
Medium.
I'm assuming you mean things like brain game.
Mind Tree. Mind Tree was a very popular one. It was broken to an
that-
extent, but it was still quite popular.
I don't think so. The main thing that I always did when it came to playing games in general was I always loved games with stories or that were just fun to play. So I would often play things like action games, but I also at the same time play things with stories and such. It's why I ended up finding some of my favorite Flash games while I was playing through, which was one of them was called Raze, which was the best way I can explain it is it was a 2D shooter. It was a Flash 2D shooter. Because you couldn't do 3D or first-person shooters for Flash, so almost all shooters for Flash had the same system basically.
Nice. By the way, just saying, had I waited just a bit, as I accidentally reset the music, because I clicked out of the Win menu, it does that. The game does that.
That's so weird.
By the way, had I waited just a bit, I could have actually set my score to be exactly $18,000.
Wow.
Anyways, that's the fourth smokestack factory out of the gate. Ta-da!
Nice.
The Industry City is saved. Oh, we're heading to the waterfront. Ooh. And we have a new customer.
So where was I? Oh yeah.
You're at your home.
That's not what I mean. My two favorite Flash games I ended up finding was Epic Battle Fantasy, which was a series of four games at the time. Literally right as Flash was ending, they released their fifth game. So pure coincidence and unfortunate timing.
Can we take a moment to appreciate this name?
Bucket O Express.
Oh my god. We're not just gonna get a cup this time, we're gonna give you a bucket of coffee! Oh my goodness.
I love the items just jittering.
Oh my goodness. Disco Superstar. Medium tips, high patience, I think. Didn't this go out of style in the 70s? I guess with 235 million albums sold, he can dress and sing however he wants. If he gets a fever this Saturday night, don't tell him the only prescription is more cowbell. What?
Cowbell.
Wait, I don't get the reference.
It's a music thing.
Oh. Makes sense.
Pretty much whenever there's a song that has cowbell in it, a lot of people think that there needs to be more cowbell.
Yeah.
So it's something like a running gag for music people.
Yeah, because with any song needed, the thing they really need is more Simon Cowell. Wait, what?
Yeah. So yeah, I ended up just with those two things playing more action games or fast-paced games in general. Which it's just fun to turn your brain off and play. And then playing games that are story-based, I ran into my two favorite games out of Flash, which was Raze and Epic Battle Fantasy.
Nice.
Raze finished after, I think they had 3 games and they finished it. It's their trilogy, and then that was it. Epic Battle Fantasy is still going, as far as I know. And I think they're all on Steam. I know that there's debate of bringing the Raze collection to Steam, though. They haven't done that yet, so there's a debate about it.
Interesting.
It's not like the developers who made that aren't bringing games to Steam.
2,500 for one coffee. Jeez.
Wow.
That's like almost half the goal in one coffee.
I mean, there's still a bunch of Flash games out there I still enjoy playing. I think there's some that I can access to.
Legally, right?
Yeah.
I was mostly joking. Also, that was a combo 7. That's the first time I got on that. Not even a third of the time done, I'm already at the super goal. That's just gonna show how strong King Coffee is. Well, in more ways than one, I just realized. Wait, what did he say?
I don't know.
Hang on, I might have to... Actually, hang on. Let me bump up the sound effect real quick. This is gonna be quite annoying for you guys, but I apologize, so... I want to hear what he says as I give his coffee.
Marvelous.
I just want to hear what he says when I give his coffee, and then I'll lower down the volume back. Because it is quite annoying to play this game. In terms of the sound effects. So let me just deliver him in a medium, as I see another nurse.
Medium. Coffee rush.
What? I still don't understand what he said. I still don't understand what he says.
He's really hard to understand. But
Yeah.
I think he's saying thank you.
I'm not too sure that's what he's trying to say, but okay.
I know the first word was thanks. Or something
Thanks,
along
sir?
those lines.
Is it thanks, sir?
Could be.
That probably makes the most sense. Also, hang on, let me do something real quick. No, that wasn't... Okay, that's very weird. I thought... I definitely heard a grunts from a lady when I was trying to adjust the volume, so the sound effect volume, and I was wondering if that was from the customer. Hence why I was trying to adjust it again. That was very strange. Are you searching more about the games that you play?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of... I'm at least now, I'm of the persuasion I'll play any game.
I
mean...
think the motto of this episode is try any game you want, like be brave.
Yeah, if you see a game that interests you, try it. Even if you don't, even if you're hesitant, especially if it's free, never hesitate if it's free. Just try it. If you don't like it, you can always drop it.
Everyone, wait. Actually, I forgot the.
I mean, lately I've been playing a bunch of variety of games on the Switch. So.
Nice. Also, I'm strong. There we go. Also, I like how they introduced the Disco Star, and yet they haven't given me one in so long.
Medium. Coffee rush. Large.
I don't know. Any games how do they give you the same person?
A lot of Disco Stars are noticing that no wonder this amount is gonna go beyond 20k easily. Because these girls, I should say, give the highest tips.
Medium. Coffee rush.
Also, I'm saying slightly quiet so you can tell why I say that the sound effects can be quite annoying.
Yeah. I mean,
Marvelous.
it's understandable. At least I think.
Like, actually, let me think. Does Bejeweled 3 fix that issue? Well, I say fix, but let's say rectify that issue.
Large. You deserve your own Walk of Fame star.
I'm trying to remember, because I played that game a lot.
Comfortable after that comment.
Wait, what?
I said I don't know if I feel comfortable after the comment from that character.
Ah!
Medium rush.
I was hoping you caught that. I'll be honest.
Large.
Well, why? He's just trying to compliment you. What's wrong with that?
It's first off, it's a joke, and second off, it has everything to do with the delivery.
Just the way she said it.
Large.
I respect that.
I'm Supermom.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is there's another lesson for you. Delivery is everything.
Coffee rush.
That's not who I want to give it to.
My heart skipped a beat. Coffee rush.
Hang on, I'm actually gonna listen to him as a medium satisfaction because I'm curious. As I close down for the day at $25,000. Now, if only some coffee joints can make that amount of money.
Medium.
I mean, I've seen one that makes that much.
Coffee rush.
Starbucks?
Specifically one in an airport.
Okay. Alright, let me listen very carefully.
Large. Do you wanna go dancing?
I think that was a song lyric.
Wonderful.
That's swell, I think. That's what he said. Also,
It's kind of hard to tell.
unfortunately, that's all the coffee that I have. I was actually trying to ration it out throughout the 5 days, but I couldn't. Also, gee, $28,000 from one day.
Is this a recording session?
He's recording, yes.
Yes, I am, Josh. Hi.
My bad.
Let's go shopping.
I'm realizing now we probably shouldn't have been sitting in general hangout.
It's fine, it's fine. I actually publicly did that.
Especially because after you're done with this recording, we're gonna go do another recording session.
Yeah, we are.
Sag, I was hoping we could play zombies.
We'll still have time.
We should still have time. Oh, at least he should still have time. Is Josh still here?
Here he is.
Medium.
Yeah, Josh, how do you feel about a bucket of coffee?
Bucket of coffee.
Yeah, because that's what we're selling right now.
Rush.
I feel like that's a lot of caffeine.
Exactly.
I mean, just one small cup of coffee means enough to give me jitters.
See, I could go for like a 12-ounce cup. That's like enough for me.
Medium.
I still can't figure out what the disco guy's saying. I still can't.
Coffee rush.
It's really hard to hear.
Sounds like
did
he's
the
singing the
voice-
Bee Gees.
Well, whoever did the voice did an amazing job on it.
He sounds like he's singing the Bee Gees.
Do you want to go dancing? There we go. That's for the medium satisfaction.
Yeah.
There we
I
go.
think the entire point of the character is he's referencing the era.
70s
And
music.
Bee Gees-
He's definitely
Bee Gees.
70s disco.
Makes sense.
And
I actually
Specifically
appreciate
Bee
that.
Gees.
That is actually
Yeah,
very.
Bee Gees reference heavily.
That's actually a very good touch. I like it. But do you recognize that, Josh?
Not at all.
Not at all. Yeah, it's too few words for us to figure out.
Medium.
And if it actually is a 90s music, we're very sorry to everyone out there. Oh, 70s,
I
I should
mean,
say,
I've
not
li-
90s.
Look, I've listened to a lot of 70s music. One of my favorite
Large.
bands is Queen.
Wait, which one again? Sorry, I didn't hear.
Queen.
Ah, yeah, no, Queen is fantastic.
See, I'm not a huge fan of Queen, but I do like 70s disco stuff like the Bee Gees.
The thing about Queen is they were during that exact same era. With, like, the
I know,
Bee
but they were
Gees.
more on the rock and roll side.
The reason I love Queen is because they have so many synonymous songs.
I appreciate Queen like as a band. It's just not my thing.
It's not your style.
I prefer 80s rock, like hair band stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Everyone has their own
that's fair.
preference.
It's like whenever people talk about, compare.
Medium.
Whenever someone asks me, do I prefer Queen or Beatles? I'm like, I prefer Queen because that's what I prefer. I'm not saying I don't like the Beatles, or saying that the Beatles aren't good. It's my preference.
I mean,
It's
the
the same
Beatles
thing
are
as-
overrated compared to some other people at the time.
Well, the thing about the Beatles that made them so good is how many songs they were able to outlive high
Yeah,
quality.
I agree, Josh. Everyone just speaking about the Beatles. Like, everyone just talk about ants for once?
I mean, the Beatles are good, but they kind of took from a few different people and kind of went their own way with it.
I'm so say you didn't catch my joke, Josh.
Large.
As far as I know, the Beatles.
They were heavily inspired by people like the Everly Brothers, which I prefer.
Yeah, but I mean, they still made I think it was 7 or 8 albums within a 2-year time period. And then they went on a rampage the year after that, where I think they released I want to say 7 in a year. I don't know the exact numbers. They released a ton in a 3-year time period and then broke up. It was what I thought it was.
Medium.
They took off like a wildfire.
I might have to research on what he says, honestly, because I still can't figure it out. And it's killing me right now, honestly.
This looks like the most generic Bejeweled ripoff on mobile phones I've ever seen.
This is not a mobile
The thing
phone.
is, the
I
ironic
know it's a
thing is
Flash game, but it looks like it could be on a mobile phone.
This-
And it
Yeah, I
wouldn't.
can agree.
The funny thing is, this predates Bejeweled.
No, it doesn't. That's cap.
Yes, it does.
It does.
This is from 2001.
What?
I'm pretty sure this is from 2001. Yeah.
This looks like a Flash game. Flash games weren't a thing back then.
Actually,
They're
wait, hang on. You
Okay.
might want to look it up, Celtis.
I'm going
'Cause
to now.
I think it's
What is this
not on
called?
Coffee
What
Rush.
is this called? Coffee
Medium.
Rush.
Coffee Rush.
When was it originally released?
Large.
It is a mobile game.
Oh wait, it's actually available on mobile? Oh, I might check that out then.
iPad, iPhone, Android, Mac, and PC.
Yo,
2008.
Yeah, Bejeweled came out way before that.
Bejeweled 3 I think was 2000. Actually, wait, did it predate this game?
Medium.
Oh no, I got it wrong. Bejeweled came out in 2001.
There we go. Makes sense.
Yeah, because I know
I got the
Bejeweled 2
numbers.
was early 2000.
Part of me asking,
got
how
the-
about Bejeweled Twist and
Okay.
Bejeweled 3?
Large.
I knew one of them came. I remember the date 2001 was when was one of the oldest match 3 games. But I always remember seeing this game before I even ran into Bejeweled.
Bejeweled Twist was 08.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I'm Super Mom.
And then Bejeweled 3 was 2010.
Coffee Rush.
Yeah, and
That's
also a lot.
crazy. Bejeweled
And
2 was
unfortunately,
04, so there was 6 years between 2 Bejeweled games. That's crazy.
I'm curious.
Well, that
what's-
development time definitely paid off because Bejeweled 3, in my opinion, is probably the best game.
I've only played 2, and I like the endless mode on 2.
Do you like
Oh, I know-
Do you like unlocking the mode for Endless, Josh?
Unlocking the mode for endless? What do you mean?
The secret mode for Endless.
I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, have fun reaching level 281 on endless mode.
That's the
Yeah,
oldest one.
no, but
Well,
The
okay.
oldest Magic 3
Well,
game,
that's
I found.
wait,
it.
Yosh, that's fine because I'm doing it on my podcast.
I've definitely played a lot of it. But that's a lot of Jewel.
Yeah, but I'm doing it on my podcast because that's part of the reason for the podcast.
I'm willing to bet my mom got close to that when she played it, because she played it every day for a really long time.
Oh, jeez,
Marvelous.
So I just did a real quick.
that's a
dive
lot of
into
commitment
history.
in your mom.
I found the oldest Match 3 game.
Is that a sex innuendo?
It came out the same year Tetris came out. It's called Chain Shot.
Wait, was the one I just said a slight sex innuendo? Now I think about it.
I don't know, and I don't care.
I just realized myself. Wait a second, is that bad? Did I just said that?
I honestly cannot answer that because I don't know either.
Oh. Okay. For some reason, my game just glitched. Oh my goodness. Oh my
Okay.
goodness, my game is glitching.
Does Puyo count as a?
Oh my goodness, I just glitched the
match
game.
3?
It would. The thing is, it's not as old as Chain Shot.
Yo, hang on.
What is that blank space?
Yo,
Why is there a blank space?
I just
What?
glitched the game. I just glitched
What?
it.
Why? Serious question. Why is it always me in these calls whenever games break?
Oh my goodness,
Literally, it's always.
What the hell?
It's taking this spot as a spawn point. Look at this. Look at that.
That's crazy.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know we could do that.
Well,
Wow.
How did I do that though? That's so wow.
I don't know. I don't know what
Good
happened.
job.
Maybe
Good
because
job,
it was
Joel. You broke the game.
maybe because
This
there was
is
an
like-
overload. Maybe because there was an overload of like matching around that space that caused it to render as a spawn point.
I
That's
don't know, but this is on the same level of shenanigans as when Yosh broke Donkey Kong Country 2.
I bet you that wouldn't happen in Bejeweled.
that shows how polished
Probably
Bejeweled
not.
is, not this game.
Flash games are never polished. Absolutely. They can get more polished over time, but they're just never entirely
There's
polished.
only so much you can do in the engine of Flash.
There's only so much you can do with games in general. There's always going to be small errors here and there.
Flash is not a very good engine.
Well,
But the thing
on
about Flash that
on that note, I guess. Wow, what a way to end an episode.
the best thing about Flash is that it allows for people to make things kind of quickly.
It's easy to work in, but that comes with,
hard to master.
It comes with its kinks.
you know.
Anyways, with that monstrosity, I guess. Next time on the Coffee Rush, I'm gonna finish up Waterfront, get a new customer, and clear out another Smoke Shack factory. Thank you guys so much for watching, but remember, the adrenaline rush is real. This is Lee Epiner for 121, signing out. I'll catch you guys in episode 7 for my playthrough of Coffee Rush. Peace!
Yummy.
Great.